Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Dear Dana. It's Wednesday hump day.
Never really know just
Hello,
what you
yo,
want.
baby blonde.
With you, I don't ever feel calm.
Thank you for
I can
coming.
feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats.
If you see my message, know
you
that
don't understand the pain.
there's a little more I have to tell you about
You
Tracy.
don't ever want to give me wings.
Everybody that's
you don't
watching,
ever want to set me free. You know I'm addicted
inhale
to you.
deeply to the
And it's
count of
twisted,
4
you've
through
been
your
gifted with
nose.
the evil voodoo.
We do
Got me
this.
coming back for more,
Just
even when
take
I've been
off some
screwed. Dolls
stress.
full of pins.
Inhale to
Here's
the
my
count
heart
of
straight
4.
through. I got issues in my
Hold
head.
it to the
I
count
like
of
you in
4.
my
Hey,
bed, but you
Cynthia.
keep me on red. Oh,
Exhale to the count of
everything
4
is like
through
a
your mouth.
test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
Inhale through the count of 4 through your nose. Good job. Exhale to the count of 4. Inhale to the count of 4 through your nose.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did? That you
Exhale to
said?
the
I
count of
don't
4.
think you understand
Let
what
everything
you're
go.
doing. And my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like
Take
when
it
I'm
off.
with you, I'm losing. I feel
Welcome
like
to Dear
you think
Dana
that
and
this
those in the
amusing.
bushes
Sitting
for
there
you.
gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded?
Start.
I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all
Dear
of the
Dana,
solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid.
Oops, went quickly. Welcome to Dear Dana on a Wednesday night. Hey there, Willow. Yes, welcome back, beautiful humans, and welcome there in the bushes as well. Yo, baby blondie, if you come back, let me know. There is more to the message from your sister from the other night. I just didn't want to hijack that live with that message that was coming to me. Didn't want to hijack that live from your sister Tracy. Her name just kept coming up and up and up, and I never like to hijack anybody's live. Hey, Shelly Marie. Love having you here. I'm going to try to get back to the normal time. It's just I have to have inspirations for my live. We're going to have more guests too. And when I have my new friends that I've made from the other channel as well, when people want to come up in the conversations that we're having, you are more than welcome. Trust me. You are more than welcome. Tonight I wanted to talk about rules of engagement, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Because when we are dealing with other people and we have that emotional regulation that we deal with, some people and psychologists and psychotherapists talk about emotional regulation when it comes to things like, borderline personality, but emotional regulation has to do with everybody. And when we have rules of engagement, when we are dealing with human beings in our life, human beings at work, human beings on the road that are trying to jack in front of us, we know how that feels. Sometimes they'll give us the finger. Sometimes some of us are guilty of beeping the horn or giving them the finger. When we're dealing with co-workers, when we're dealing with family, friends, we have what we call, it's sort of, how do I put it? It's kind of a window of tolerance, right? We have this window of tolerance around us. We know how much we can tolerate from people when we engage with them, right? There is a loving, friendly window of tolerance with people. And we know what our boundaries are. And if people move past that window of tolerance, it might quickly go into hyperarousal, right? It might quickly go into hyperarousal where we're like, oh, no, you didn't. I know you didn't just say that. And some of us might have the tools to stay chill and not engage. I'm generally the type of person, if you come at me with stuff and I know that you're trying to get me to engage with you and step down to that level, I generally just will not engage with you. I will try, especially on these streets, to just send you love and blessings back because I know you want me to dance that dance with you. You know what I'm saying. You've seen it. You've seen it on YouTube. You've seen it on the internet. If you disagree with somebody you don't know on a subject under a video, I've seen it. I've had a conversation under a video. Shoot, I've made a video like about Priscilla and Lisa Marie and Riley, and people have disagreed with me and they want me to go toe to toe with them. Want me to go toe to toe with them. They want me to argue it out. I might give my uh, educated opinion about something. I'm not going to go dancing in the dark with somebody. I'm not going to cross that line because I'm not going to step down with the devil. You see what I'm saying? But I can remember in high school, just as quick, there would be some quick tempered boys. All you had to say was something that was out of the opinion with them, and they were ready to fight it out. You know people like that, right? They are ready and willing for a fight. Do you know what your windows of tolerance are? Do you have a good window of tolerance? Or is it small? Can someone push you over the edge quickly? Just wondering. Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Emotional regulation is a real thing. Think of a stove with the degrees on an oven. You get what I'm saying? How far does someone have to turn up the temperature before you go to hyper arousal? Before you go to fight or flight? Before your prefrontal cortex is activated and you're not in your calm place. Hey, Lady Spirit Spell Breaker Oracle Queen, that's a mouthful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, check out her channel, please. And welcome to mine. How far does someone have to turn up that temperature before you're out of your window of tolerance and your emotional regulation becomes dysregulated? There are rules of engagement in everybody's repertoire, and it's different for each individual. You get what I'm saying? Shelley says, I know my tolerance. I have a shorter tolerance now that I'm older, but I also have experience now to know how to deal with it. I hear that, Shelley Marie, and I have a shorter tolerance, but I have the experience to know how to deal with it. So it almost sounds like it conflicts with each other. But I know you, and you have more experience, and you're wiser. And I wonder if your tolerance isn't bigger and you just don't deal with BS. You get what I'm saying? Lady Queen, Lady Spellbreaker Oracle Queen. I'm just going to call you Lady Spell because I have MS and I'll be flubbing that name up after a little while. I think my brain flips and I have a short tolerance since my daughter crossed over 9920. Again, my heart completely goes out to you. And I understand that. I think that when we have such a deep loss, we have less tolerance maybe for people that make a big deal over nothing. Maybe. But I don't engage with people that make a big deal over nothing. I choose not to engage. I don't know if that is a short tolerance. Let me explain tolerance. You can choose not to engage, but having a short tolerance might put you into hyper arousal where you would want to engage. You get what I'm saying? Therein lies a difference. Where you would be like, okay, I'm out of my window of tolerance, and you have lit the tail of the tiger. You get what I'm saying? So therein lies where you can't handle and you go out of your window of tolerance and you activate and engage. When you're in your window of tolerance, you have the tools where you make a choice not to engage. When you see the behavior is juvenile, you disengage. Hello, Michelle Cannon Free. Virginia Woolf says, it depends, let me pull it up, how invested that I am on various levels. I try to remain logical and calm. That's where I am at this point in my life. Unless it's ridiculous or you hurt one of my family members and what's going on is illogical. But then in that, even if I get upset at what's going on, I will shift into logical mode to try to diffuse the situation. Exactly, Michelle Cannon Free. Most things are not worth our precious energy. I'm going to drop the link in case anyone wants to come up. Where's my invite? And I want to remind all of you, even though this is Dear Dana channel, this is your community as well. You are always more than welcome to share your opinion on here and come up. As long as it's about, the community, this topic. So I'm dropping the link. But we all have our level of window of tolerance. And we also have to remember we do this to other people as well. It goes back on ourselves too. So, that being said, we have to look at ourselves always, every day. Always, every day. Because we are responsible for a degree of what's going on, that we don't take the time to see ourselves and check our shadow selves. And we have to protect our energy. Michelle said, I come up if I had someone to help me with my almost 8-year-old non-communicative little firecracker. I got you on that. I understand that. Is he special needs or no, Michelle? My son was special needs. I lost him 5 years ago, and he had a throat problem and could not speak. I lost him at age 21, but he was the size and appearance of a 7-year-old. Listen, Michelle, I'm just putting it out there. This is not a have to. I am starting to do a spotlight on differently abled children and what it's like, and to um, broaden the awareness of typical families with typical children and even people that don't have children. You get what I'm saying? So I'm spotlighting awareness and I'm making it a thing. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much, Lady Spill. So, anyway, Michelle, if you ever have the time and have someone, you can bring him up to help assist you, or you just want to bring him up, you are more than welcome to help bring awareness to autism. I'm just putting that invitation out there. And again, thank you so much. Yeah, we are all neurodiverse. 1 second, please. Oh. You are more than welcome. More than welcome. Hey, I'm MS. I have MS. I'm neurodiverse. They've seen it on here, live and in action. I didn't get one of my medications not that long ago, and my MS was doing its thing, live on screen. And I figured, why not let them see it in action? I'm only human, you know. So, be that as it may, spiritually, we have choices to make when it comes to rules of engagement. Sometimes it comes out easier when I sing, and emotionally and psychologically. Thank you, Michelle. We have choices to make. Yeah, we have choices to make. When we get triggered, that's when we are out of our window of tolerance. Everybody calls it triggered. Good word, right? We're getting triggered. Now, listen, not going to say their names. Most recently, I know a couple of ladies that were quickly triggered. See, sometimes my mouth doesn't help me out. Quickly triggered over something so inconsequential. And they're related. Okay, it's very inconsequential. One told the other one that one got a procedure done, and it was for the well being. It was a minimal procedure that had to be done just for their well being. And the other one told a family member, oh, they got this done and they're doing well. And the one that got it done blew a gasket because the other one told a family member about it. Blew a gasket. The body keeps the score. No, I need to read that, Lady Spill. But anyway, blew a gasket. So when the one blew the gasket for the other one telling a family member, instead of the one she blew the gasket on saying, oh, I'm sorry that I did that, or I didn't know. Anyway, the other one got triggered and it got dark because her feelings were hurt. So it got darker and darker and darker and darker among the two related family members. I mean, dark. Over something very inconsequential. I mean, dark. Where they didn't speak for a while. So it was a showdown to see who was going to speak to whom, if ever. And I'm talking dark. Now, they didn't go into physical anything, but you and I know that words can often hurt worse than anything physical, especially if it's people you care about. Yeah? I often say that saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt, should never have been a saying. Because you and I both know that words from our childhood, or our teenhood, or our younghood, or from yesterday, we carry for a lifetime. Yes or no in the chat. Have you carried deep, dark, cruel words for a long time? More so than something physical, or no? I need to write that down. The body keeps the scorebook. It definitely does. The body keeps memories. And do you know, I don't know how many of you believe in past lives, but those that do, the body from generations before can hold memories in your DNA. The body can hold memories in your DNA from generations and generations and generations, or past lives even before. Michelle Can Freeman says, don't sweat the small stuff. It's almost all small stuff. And that's true. What's the worst is that people you let get close to you know your triggers, so when they want to set you off, they can really stick a knife in. That is why people become reluctant to trust people. And that's very true. Now, I trust my husband, I trust my daughter. I must say, my husband has never, ever, ever tried to stick a knife in me. That's the truth. Lady Spellbreaker, welcome.
Hello.
How are you doing?
My light's off. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm okay. I want to say thank you. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well.
And your information is so very helpful. Like the psychotherapy part and everything you're talking about is exactly what I'm studying over here.
Oh, really?
Even, and my daughter passed away 2 years ago and she was 22. So, like, I've been listening real closely to you, and I was drawn back to your ghost video that you did last Halloween season.
Uh-huh.
And I just shared it in my chat earlier. And I was going to do my yoga, but I saw you going live. So I said, I'm going to pop in over here.
Well, thank you.
And I wanted to come up and say hello and meet you real quick. I don't want to take up your live stream or anything like that, but I love what you're doing.
I
love it.
appreciate it. Come to find out, real quick, um, she goes by Lady Yo Blondie.
Yeah.
I sent her a note earlier, and I need to talk to her at some time, because when I came up last night, the whole time I was up, and I know that my chat doesn't realize it, but the whole time I was up and I was speaking about the other side and everything, the name Tracy, and I didn't want to bomb the chat or his channel, kept just coming at me, and even today. So I sent her a note and I said, do you know if anyone in that whole chat is connected to Tracy, because it won't leave me alone today? And that's her sister.
Oh.
That she lost.
Oh.
That she was talking about. So I'm going to, and she said something to me in my chat. She must have left before the show started. So I need to talk to her. I don't know if she has Instagram or anything. So I just want to complete the message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't know how to get a hold of her either, but I can get a hold of PPR
Yeah.
on
Yeah, or maybe
Instagram.
I'll send it to him. Yeah, because I think she comes on his channel a lot, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think so. Because I met them all through Angel,
Okay.
Secret Soul. And
Yeah.
then I just get, but that is a very important message to come through.
And I'm deeply sorry about your daughter. And let me
Thank
just say, and my chat's used to it on and off. And you know, you're spiritual, and I know you give messages and stuff. And I know the grief comes in waves, and it's still so very soon for you. And I'll connect you as well. There's a group on Facebook, private, called Helping Parents Heal.
Okay.
Very spiritual group, very
Okay.
wonderful group.
Thank you.
I mean, there were others I tried to connect to that were too sorrowful, too holding on to the gross, dark part.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm so glad you just said that because they are holding on to the
Death.
woe is yes. I just said I feel like I'm letting that go and I'm living in the now that my daughter's here. Like I really feel like I've been drawn to you to learn a lot from you because I have some other people that are trying to give me messages from my daughter and I don't think it's true. So I'm learning about this and I'm learning so much from you. Like my emotions are about to just take over right now and I can't thank you
Oh,
enough. The way you said no when I asked the other day if a spirit would come at you by force and you said no in big letters in the chat room right before you went up on PPR's
yeah,
chat the other day. And it helped me so much because I'm learning so much about this. And I was actually on psychotropic medications until I went to an ayahuasca retreat. And I think I've been in shock. I'm trying to understand shock. And
yeah,
I'm glad to meet you, who is spiritual, but understands psychological things as well. And I'm
yeah.
deeply sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're going to always have the oceans of, okay, the highs and the lows, right? And even I have the moments of bittersweet or of the emotions. That's the human mom part. Feel connected by like, and my chat loves me. Okay. I love you all. I hope you love me. Hey, Monica McCall, sweetheart, and forgive me for stopping the part of the other part, and we'll get back to it. But I feel it, and I know it, and it has been from the moment I held him in the hospital after, and I can still feel and know every nuance of him. I'm connected by this silver umbilical cord still, okay? And when we leave this body, the soul shifts out of it. We don't, and me having that out of body experience at age 12, I never understood why I had to have it until the gifts opened up with my special needs son to help me feel when something was in his body, understand what he could not say to me because I had to learn to communicate without his words. Little things opened up for me over time, and then I was grateful for the weird gifts. Then I was grateful. Do you understand? And then when he passed, I was grateful for the near death experience because I got to see part of what was on the other side. I don't know that I could have survived this loss had I not experienced that. And I feel like part of the reason for all of it too was for me to help other moms and dads. You get me?
Yeah.
So I feel like I can feel, I know I have that umbilical cord still connected to him. And we have had legitimate, that I've recorded one, experiences with him every year, every few months, periodically, where he makes his toys go off because he was still little size, that say things that we're not programmed to say at holidays, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, on his birthday, at our birthdays, when I'm really sad, these toys go off. The batteries haven't been changed. Some don't have batteries. Other episodes will happen that could not possibly happen otherwise. We could ask for signs. My daughter wanted her own sign. And a coconut came, she asked for a sign that particular day. And I talked about it in one of my videos. I can't remember exactly, but she asked for the sign. She went to the park uh, in a scarf to the lake right where she was standing. A scarf rolled up at the lake to her feet. It had a coconut that opened up that had separate bills of $15 and something else. I forgot what it represented, but it represented something specifically for her. And it was right, I think it was right at her birthday. I don't know if it represented her age or what it did, but it was specifically for her, and there was no way to deny it. So there are things that happen that we can't deny or debunk. I mean, we scientifically look at it and spiritually, and there was no way around it. One of his toys, my husband said, "See, I can fly. See, I can fly." That toy is a kid's toy that's programmed to do something completely different. Like
Mm-hmm.
makes car noises. So you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're able to allow yourself to resonate higher, these messages will come faster.
That's what I'm having happen with me. And it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah. And it's bittersweet
It
because
is.
the mom part of you wants to feel them here.
Yeah, yeah. I feel right now I'm just covered in chills. Like even as you said that, like I just got chills. I'm trying to learn. I heard that you can tell if it's a male or a female depending on which side of the body. I was listening real closely to you describe things because I've had an out of body experience too. And now I was really learning a whole lot listening to you the other night at BBR's channel.
Yeah, but when I literally had the near death experience,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't an out of body. An out of body is different. You leave your body, but you haven't died. I literally, my heart stopped
Mm.
and I died. I died for so long. When you have an out of body, you can leave your body, but your body's still alive. You can have an out of body now if you're in a certain state and you still be alive. You can be sleeping, have an out of body. You can go in meditation or hypnosis and have an out of body. I can have an out of body and go to someone because they need healing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can. You have to take yourself in a certain um, meditative state and be able just to leave. It is highly possible. hard to explain to people. But after so many years, I found out I was able to do it because, with guidance of some doctors and professors, because they knew I'd had a near death experience, they took me through shared death experiences, which is a different thing. Which, while people are dying, you physically connect with them, and as they're dying, you share the experience to a certain point. You can't go all the way with them, of course, but I've had that experience also. I was scared as hell the first time because I didn't know I could do it, but when the doctor and professor requested me to, I was scared, but I trusted them. So it's a whole other world out there, so to speak. There are many worlds, but people don't understand how expansive it is. And that's why I say I'm part science. I'm lot scientific,
Yeah,
but there's a lot spiritual going on.
absolutely.
And I wish more people understood it and didn't poo poo it. There's so many charlatans out there that give it a bad rap.
Yeah, yeah. Do
So,
you do you think do you know anything about fainting and astral traveling?
about
Because
fainting,
yeah, I actually, well, I haven't done it since the December after Kayla transitioned over to the spirit world. And I used to faint, and I'm looking at like vagus nerve damage from trauma,
Vegas Fagel,
like the vagal nerve. That
yeah,
I'm just talking about on my stream on my psychedelic spellbreaker channel. For that book, The Body Keeps the Score, we were just talking about the vagus nerve. And
yeah.
I'm talking about fainting being connected to astral traveling.
Um, I don't know so much about the fainting being connected to it. You can have vagus vagal atrophy or vagus vagal issues that make you faint.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why if you go to a doctor or cardiologist, they'll put you on a table
Mhm.
and flip you out upside down, and it'll mess with your vagus vagal.
Mm. Yeah.
You can reset your. I was doing a vagus vagal reset um, a video or two ago
Mm.
for the Ho channel.
Oh, okay. Like a meditation.
No,
Oh.
everybody was awake.
Oh, okay.
It was just I think it was a video or two ago. I don't know if anybody would remember. Virginia Woolf, do you remember which video it was by any chance? I want to say it was probably 2 videos ago. Towards the end, it's really quick.
Mm.
I
Okay.
mean, you just put your hands behind your head
Mm.
and keep your head straight. And then I'm trying to remember, you take your eyes and look all the way to the right. Well, first you do this. You put your hands behind your head, turn your head all the way to the right, and feel where pain and stiffness are and how far your head can go to the right. And then take your head all the way to the left and feel where any pain or stiffness are, and notice how far you can take your head to the left. Now put your head in the middle and breathe deeply in and deeply out. Keep your head straight. Take your eyeballs with your head straight all the way to the right for about 30 seconds. And keep breathing deep. All the way as far as you can to the right. And now take your eyeballs face straight. Keep your face straight all the way to the left as long as you can for 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep them all the way to the left, face straight. Keep breathing. Okay, now turn your head all the way to the right and see what difference you feel. Can your face go farther? Is it less tight? Is it less whatever? And now take your head all the way to the left and see what difference you feel. And then you'll probably have to do a repeat if you still feel a little more tightness and tension later. But if you felt any difference in movement, whether it's your head or the tightness, you do it a little more later because it just resets your vagus vagal nerve.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's better if you do it on the floor, though, by the way.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of breathing and breath work and parasympathetic nervous system reset breathing for my trauma. Because I actually found my daughter cold and blue on the floor right behind me.
Yeah, I'm so very sorry.
Thank you. And so, like, I went into a shock like never before. She was struggling with drugs. So it was drugs, opiates laced with fentanyl. And I did everything I could to call for help, but I couldn't get anybody to, like, they let her go from the psychiatric ward because there wasn't a bed open at the treatment center. And I said, if you let her go, she's going to die. She's going to go get drugs and she's going to die. And she died.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Yeah. So
And
your system has gone into the hypo-aroused state. Your sense of tolerance went into the hypo-aroused state.
mhm.
So it's been in a state of shock and frozen, talking about all of the emotional, spiritual, psychological rules of engagement. You went from a window of tolerance to hypoarousal to hypo aroused to where you've been frozen and you're trying to move. I mean, that's where you go when you've been in a state of trauma and you're now trying to find the tools to go back into a window of tolerance.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you're reaching back out for the tools. And that's kind of what I did because I'm typically a cup half full person. And when you're by nature a cup half full person, after you struggle to get out of the hypo aroused state, you're looking to reach out, to connect, to make sense, to make a difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be in the frozen state anymore.
Yeah. And feeling safe to even come up here and talk to you is like even the frozen state. Like, I'm glad you just said that because I've even been being bullied and cyber stalked on YouTube while I'm trying to grieve and share the things that are helping.
Whoa, what happened?
Whoa.
That was weird.
The things I've been going through to kind of keep myself grounded. Like, I literally go for long periods where I don't want to go in chat rooms and I don't want to, but I'm very connected spiritually.
Right.
And it's overstimulating as we're coming out of shock and that hypo to where my nervous system shut down. I was in the hypo. I've actually got, this is what I use to refer to as the nervous system chart.
Yeah.
And so that is depression, apathy, all the way to vagus nerve
Right.
collapse.
Right.
And so that's why I do a lot of yoga, and I like to take all the time I can in nature and connect in with spirits. Like, and I was listening to your ghost video, and you said you didn't get into tarot, and I'm the same way. I'm into angel cards, and I'm into all the messages from all the stuff that's really calming me and keeping me in the moment of now, not the future and not the past.
Right.
Helps calm me. So I'm really you. This is really awesome. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. I mean, all the breathing exercises to yoga, all the other stuff is greatly helpful. Helpful. Drinking lots of water and helping parents heal will be immensely helpful to you and be the greatest resource you can find.
Thank you so much, because I don't even go hardly on social media, in the news feeds a lot, and I was in. I'm a mother to an angel, but it's very much a lot of the mothers. Even I understand some of them have stillbirth children and things, but it was very triggering for me
Yeah. Yeah.
to keep seeing dead
Yeah. Let's not
babies.
say it on here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. But it was very, very hard for me to see the deceased over and over and over, and while I'm trying to connect that the spirits are still eternally here with us.
Yeah.
And so helping parents heal, is that what it's called?
Yeah. Helping parents heal online.
Thank you.
It's very positive, very supportive.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. And I'm actually gonna hop down into your chat,
Okay.
and let you finish your show. I just wanted to pop up here and say hello and thank you so much
You
for
are
sharing.
most welcome. Sending you love and blessings and light.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. Let's all send her love and prayers and light. Hey, Miss Monica McCall. So much love to you. But look, I know there would be once upon a time I might get triggered when I was younger, and my feelings would get hurt. And I would carry that with me. I worked at Six Flags over Georgia, and I can remember I'd have to go in there and pick up my paycheck. And there was this woman in there, not a woman, I take that back. She was probably a couple of years older than me. And I did not know her from Bruce. Yet, let's all send Lady Spill love and light. I did not know her from Bruce or Patty or whomever. Had no relationship with her. She did not like me for whatever reason, and it hurt my feelings because I could not understand it, and I was not used to people not liking me that I did not know. And I was like, why does this woman not like me? And I would carry that with me, and every time I pick up my check, it bothered me. And I was trying to understand. And I can remember one time, I mean, I was young, like 19 years old, 18 years old, working at Six Flags over Georgia. And I can remember trying to ask her, hurt my feelings, brought her a flower, trying to be friendly, didn't like me, bothered me to pieces. I should not have let it, right? It emotionally just bothered me. You get older and learn how not to let these things, learn not to care, to let people that are not in your life bother you like that. You know what I mean? Michelle Cannon Free says, my mother was not loving. When a child's heart and spirit are broken by the mother, the trauma runs deep. That is so, so, so very true. And it affects all your relationships. When a mother isn't loving to you and it breaks your heart and spirit, and you're doing everything you possibly can to make her proud, to make her love you, to please her, to figure out what you've done to make her not do that. You turn on yourself thinking you must be broken, thinking you're not smart enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not enough. And instead of realizing it's something in the mother, when you're that kid, you carry it with you into your relationships, into your friendships, into your jobs, and you do one of a few things. Either you go out expecting yourself never to be enough, or you go out trying to prove that mother wrong at all odds. You try to prove it wrong at all odds and become more than enough in every category. I am so deeply sorry you went through that, Michelle. I hope you know how loved and smart and worthy and valuable you are. Yes, it does. My mother was diagnosed with BPD in her 70s. She loved my brother and sister, so it was made worse that I was singled out. I can understand that. What made you feel like she loved them more? And can I ask you, moving forward in your life, how did you handle it in your other relationships? Wow, how did she get diagnosed in her 70s? Reality is you can't please everyone. If you're not enough for someone, you just try to move on with your life because it's not your job to change their mind about you. Let me tell you about this not enough for someone. Typically, when someone makes you feel like you're not enough for them, the problem is not you. The problem is them. Either A, if it's woman to woman, they see themselves in you somehow, or B, it's a way to manipulate and control you. And it's not about you at all. You get what I'm saying? It's a way to manipulate and control you because they see all the gifts and ways that you could grow beyond them. You get the tune I'm playing? It's a way to manipulate and control you. And it's really not about you at all because they see how you could grow and move beyond them. And so by making you feel not enough, it's a way to hold you down, hold you back, keep you there. Unfortunately, to sort of brainwash you into staying in place, not leaving them, to be the one to stay and take care of their needs. Sad to say. But you have to be the stronger bird to not be tolerant of that. To not let that be your window of tolerance. Sometimes you have to see beyond that window. People play mind games. Excuse my stuffiness tonight. The spring weather is making me stuffy. Oh, thank you so much, Virginia Woolf. Look, soon I think I'm going to have some one of my mods that are one or two that I think can be here and trade off that can control my chat room for me to be able to pull things up at times. My mother is currently still very wounded, and I still live here with her. It will take lots of time to heal when I finally get my own place. It will. Sometimes it takes a lifetime. Look, I love my mom to pieces. In some ways, she's come a long way. In other ways, I know there's no change in her. Some people are just who they are. Some people are not going to change. Hello, Miss Michelle. I'm so happy you're here, honey. She preferred them. It was obvious on my wedding day in 1994. She admitted she had always been jealous of the love my father showed me. And there you go. It is not about you at all, Michelle, honey. It is not about you at all. What did I tell you? Not about you at all. And I see you in the bushes. I wish you'd come up in the chat. Oh, yeah, while I'm thinking about it, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. And I sure do like coffee. If anybody wants to buy me a coffee, I would not ever say no. Um, I thought I pulled something up. I did not. Where is it? Where are you? See, I need somebody to help me with the pull-ups. Where is a comment I thought I just pulled up? My mom tried to commit when my dad cheated on her when I was 10. I think she would be diagnosed with BPD if she ever got real therapy. And let me just say this clearly. There are different levels of BPD. Okay? There are different levels. There is even a level of BPD where the person turns it on themselves and does no harm to others. Let me be clear on that. Let me also be clear that a lot of therapists, not everybody, but a lot of therapists these days are quick to label young people. Very quick. Very quick. I would prefer to only have those as guidelines and not throw labels on everybody. I don't like labels. I like people. You get what I'm saying? I don't like labels on people. Which is laughable since he was gone working on a ship on the Great Lakes for 9 months a year. What love and attention. Biatch. Sorry, I just threw that in to make a laugh, you know what I mean? We sure did, lady, but our childhoods really prepared us for what was to come. And look, sometimes when we have bumpy childhoods where we're having to, jump and jive or deal with things that are crappy, because I know I've had some things in my life. It may be poop in areas. I'm just doing the YouTube thing. It may be hell in areas. But diamonds have to be smashed. Coal is smashed together to create a diamond. You get what I'm saying? You have to think of what you've had to deal with and how you came out on the other side and what you've learned. And yes, maybe you've been through hell, but what beautiful people you have turned into be. What caring, empathic people you have turned into be. How do you treat other people? How do you engage with other people? Are you loving and kind? Do you give them benefit of the doubt? See what I'm saying? That's right. Healing intergenerational ancestral trauma ain't easy, but someone had to do it. Absolutely, Michelle Cannon free. The chain has to break somewhere. It's important to take things out of your shadow periodically and look at it. Sometimes we're so quick to stuff things in our shadow and not take a peek at it so we can try to heal it. A lot of those before us, parents, grandparents, those in the back of our generations, just stuffed and ran. Stuffed and ran, stuffed and ran, stuffed and ran. Didn't look at it. Didn't think you had to look at it. Thought, I don't need to do that. That's the way it is. You deal with it and go. You deal with it and run. You deal with it, like she said, and repress it. It's going to come out somewhere. What we don't heal, we repeat. If someone wounded you and you don't deal with it, you're going to wound another. If someone hurt you and you don't deal with it, you're going to repeat that hurt on someone else. If you don't deal with it, it's going to turn into disease. If you don't deal with it, you're going to become easily triggered and react on someone. That's how it comes out emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. Your window of tolerance is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. People stuff it in their shadow and they react. People don't think it's important to look at their humanness, the part of them that's that soul. We're on this planet for a reason. We're here for a reason. Be in the moment. Make use of it. Are you just living every day, going through the day like a hamster? Are you on that hamster wheel? I think about that. If I have a repeat of a day and I haven't accomplished anything on that day, then I've been a hamster on a wheel. I'm not going to lie, there's some days that I'm like, oh Lord, I don't know when I'm going to do this live on because I don't want to just be about nothing. I don't want it to be about nothing. I want to make some kind of difference. I want what I say on here to touch somebody, for them to hear me and go, okay, I can get through this. I understand now. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. If I get hyper aroused, I'm going to react. And I'm going to do something I'm not proud of. If it's too much for me, I'm going to be hypo aroused and I'm going to freeze, become overwhelmed, and stuck in my life. Hey, yo, baby blondie. I saw your message about Tracy. Yes, it was bothering me during the whole live last night, but I didn't want to overtake his live, and it was bothering me all day today. And I did feel like it was about you. I didn't contact anybody but you. And I want you to know, if you don't mind me giving the message here, let me ask you first. Baby blondie, yo, baby blondie. I'll ask you first before I say it out loud. Anyway, I want to make a difference on this channel. So if you're experiencing these kind of dysregulated emotions, you need to check yourself. And if people are throwing these kind of dysregulated emotions at you, you need to check yourself and see where you are at in your window of tolerance. And don't react to their dysregulated emotions, because that will get you in trouble too. And I'm asking you, don't engage. You need to make yourself a chart and take your stuffed things out of your shadow and see where you are at. How are you reacting to people in your life when you get triggered or when they're trying to trigger you? Are you engaging? How big is your window of tolerance? I like that smooth seas, never a seasoned sailor made. Where's your window of tolerance? Check yourself. It's time to check yourself. And time to do some self work, because either way, you have to be able to navigate the seas we're under, because the stress is high in the world right now. So, Dr. Heal Thyself. It's time to check yourself. I have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. Whether it's through walking, exercise, yoga, meditation, writing in a journal, the 444 conscious breathing. Yes, I know I beat that stuff upon your heads, but you have got to find what is going to work for you. You have to check yourself. Check yourself. You think I'm lying? No, I'm not. When you check yourself, like I'm asking you to do, and do some mental calculations about how your relationships are affecting you and how you're affecting your relationships, and take it out of your shadow side and fill your toolbox with these tools, emotionally and spiritually, and do a psychological check, is also going to transform your health. So this is what I'm preaching and teaching tonight. You know what I mean? You are 150% right. This is what this talk is all about tonight. The stress is so high in your personal life, Michelle, and the world at large, it is unprecedented times. This is why instead of going out right now, we have to go within. So we have the tools and the window of tolerance to cope with all of it. It starts within right now, because nobody's going to take care of all of this and have the window of tolerance to cope like us. We've got to check ourselves. Government's not going to do it. Doctors aren't going to do it like they did before. We've got to check ourselves. Don't trust the mainstream media. Check ourselves. I can, Lady Spell. Now, message for Yo Baby Blondie. Yo Baby Blondie. Tracy, your sister did not suffer. Angels pulled her out of her physical body before she got an opportunity to suffer pain. First of all, that's what I had to tell you. Okay? Yes, it was unexpected. No, she does not have any negative feelings at all. Nothing but pure love and light. Okay? She doesn't carry stress or regret or anything because she's just in a good place. She's just living the life that makes her happy. Okay? Plenty of flowers and gardens, and she's kind of in charge of, she's just kind of in charge of a lot of beautiful gardens. And a lot of animals for whatever reason. A lot of animals. Baby Blondie, she's in charge of gardens and a lot of animals. And for whatever reason, she wants you to look for a hummingbird come spring. That will be one of her signs to you, a hummingbird. She was making that clear last night. A hummingbird sign. But you can talk to her anytime. Baby Blondie. I don't know what the relevance of the hummingbird is, but you will be seeing a hummingbird. But she is in charge of. Oh, she did. Okay, so that makes sense to me. But she has a garden, but there was a lot of animals. A lot of animals running around. I don't typically see that. Like they're running around all around in her garden. But she was pulled away before she had an opportunity. She didn't feel any pain. Okay? Okay, let me just say this. Her soul was evident, but she did not feel any pain. She did not feel any pain. The angels kind of took her from the body in order that she did not feel pain. Now, anyway, I hope that makes sense to you. But she was Tracy and me, Tracy, to me to pieces during the live last night. And I was like, I'm not going to do this now because I didn't want to overtake his live. Of course, she didn't want to go when she did, but she's, look, she's happy. She's still connected to you. We don't truly die. I shouldn't say that word, but we don't truly go. We don't truly go. There have been times she has been around you. We can, when we're on the other side, we can be connected to the other side and visit at the same time. I just want you to know that. She has made visits. She has made visits to different family members. Okay? Sending so much love. I know it's bittersweet. I know it's not the same as having them physically here, but she is still doing well. And you should expect to have a lot of little hummingbirds, but there's going to be a hummingbird in particular kind of in your face this spring. And it will be a message from her. You will kind of just feel it and know that it's a message from her. So you can have like a in your face message. But she comes around you anyway. She is beyond good and happy. She is way beyond good and happy. Way, way beyond good and happy. I assure you that. When they give me straight away their name like that, and like over and over and over and over, if I did not tell you, I would not hear the end of it. Beyond good and happy. It's a far beyond better place than here. Like, I would not have the total words to tell you. And if you're on Instagram, feel free to connect with me. I'm at Dear Dana 1111. At Dear Dana 1111. But anyway, I'm really hoping that my talk about emotional regulation, you know, they connected a lot to BPD, but we all have to get hold of our emotional regulation. We all have to get hold of it. I know when I was younger, my emotions would be all over the place, especially when you're a teenager with hormones. Gets us in trouble. What you described the other night has sat with me every day. It blessed me more than you are most welcome. You are most welcome, you're a baby blondie. It look for me to I can remember every detail of my near death experience from the age of 12. I can't remember what I ate 2 days ago. You get what I'm saying? The feeling and the experience of it has sat with me since I was 12 years old. So it's a blessing for me to know that uh, and there's more to the experience that I didn't even tell. I only told a little part of it last night. I only told a little part of it. I only told a little part of my near death experience last night. I didn't even finish it. But anyway, I'm glad that I could give you the rest of the little message that she was giving me. Because my brain was trying to concentrate on what was going on. And then she was tracing me to pieces. And I felt strongly it was for you, and you were the only one I contacted. And I wasn't sure when I saw your channel if that was you. You know what I mean? I know that I have one, but it's far, far back. I can't tell you which one. You are most welcome. Look, when they come to me and they have a message for somebody, I have to go find the person because if I don't, they won't leave me alone. That's how it goes. Or they'll give me hiccups or do something like that until I tell the person. I'm not kidding. They'll do something like, you know how little kids will pull on your outfit? They'll do something to me until I go tell the person. No joke. It'll be hiccups, an eye tick, something if I don't go tell the person. But anyway, this was a see. I go off the rails on all my lives. I'll be focusing on the topic, and then something will happen, and I'll end up going off the rails. Yeah, tugging my pigtails. Somebody from the other side, if they have a message, and they just look, I'll be in the bathroom, taking a shower, doing something odd. If somebody strongly from the other side just pops in out of the blue, wants me to go tell somebody something, it will be in the most inconvenient place. Oh, yo, baby Blondie, there is no sorry needed whatsoever. I was hoping I would see you so I could tell you. You were absolutely right, Michelle Cannon Free. Spirit always wins. You'll have to listen. That is true, true, true. Because I was telling Lady Spell that I know that I needed to tell you the rest of the message. But anyway, on that note, I have to eat dinner. I never eat before I go on because I'm afraid it'll make me sick or, you know what I mean? Because I have to take that medicine for MS. It makes my stomach weird. I love you all so much. I do from the bottom of my heart. If there's ever anything you want to hear about, you want me to talk about, please, I have a community page or put it in the comments below. Please. Please, please, please. I love to hear from you. I always reply. Oh, thank you all. I always reply. Don't hesitate to send me messages. You all have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for interacting. I love it when you do. This is your channel too. Yeah, I agree, Lady Spell. It's your channel too. And I hope you have a good rest of your week. Do your work. Check out where your window of tolerance is. Thank you, Miss Paranormal Witch Willow, my mod. And thank you, Virginia Wolf, my mod, for the work that you do. I appreciate you all so, so much. Love and kisses to you all. Maybe I'll do some angel reading Saturday night. I'm trying to roll in some guests on here. And oh my God, you didn't have to do that, yo, baby Blondie. Thank you for that super chat. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. You're precious. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that. Thank you, Michelle Cannon Free, for subbing. Well, that's very sweet. You didn't have to do that. I did not expect that. That is very kind of you. But anyway, anytime there's a topic you want to hear about, there's a subject you want to hear about, there's a guest you want me to try to get, let me know. And I will go there as long as it's not, deep and dark and all that stuff. It depends. It just depends. We'll talk about it. Oops. But anyway, I will see you all later. Everyone have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. Take care and let's rock it on out. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe, and that is the truth. But here we go. Shake it off and work it out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
everybody.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore.
Bye, everybody. Love you.